Hi, welcome to this, which I think is the 17th user guide video for Dronedesk. This one covers a new feature called projects. So this is something that's been asked for quite often, and it will allow you to group a number of jobs into an overriding project. And one advantage of that is that you can now issue a quote or an invoice at project level, so encompassing a number of jobs rather than having to invoice at job level. Okay, so let's just go through how it works. If you've used Dronedesk already, most of this look familiar to you. So we go into projects, we get a table. We've got no projects at the moment, so let's create a new one. Let's call it project 1. Same as all of the tables, so you can set it active or archived. Project progress, a very similar set of statuses as is available for jobs, except this time obviously it's rephrased to reflect the fact that it's a project. So all jobs complete, project reported, project on hold, and so on. Next action, due date. You select a client. I'll select my new project client, and you select a project owner from within your business. So in this case, we'll give it to Bruce. Select the project start and end date. So we'll say tomorrow, and then project running for a month. Project type. Now, obviously, not every job within the project might be of the same type. So I guess in that kind of instance, you'd have to say other, but and then set the individual job type accordingly. So in this case, we'll set it as other. Give the project a description. You can set a Google Drive location. So this now gives you 3 layers of Google Drive folder that you can use. You have your business level folder for all your legals and stuff like that. You now have the new project level folder, and you have individual job level folders as well that you can specify. You can specify a separate project contact if you want to, if it's different to the normal client contact, and then add some notes. Save new project. Okay, so we now see our project in the list. We can expand and view more details. And then if you want to dive into the project in much the same way as you do with the jobs, you go to Manage Project. That takes you to this screen, which will give you a summary of the project details. So you can see there's a tab for associated jobs. If I expand that, you would normally see all the jobs associated with this particular project. There are none there at the moment. I'll come back to that in a minute. Then we've got the Quote tab and the Invoice tab. So the Quote tab works exactly the same way here as it does in the job table. So you add your items for the quote, add any quote terms, additional notes, any discount that you want to apply, and print your quote, and you'll get the familiar layout which you can save or send. And then copy quote to invoice. Let's just say we've had a deposit paid on this by way of example, and then copy that quote to the invoice. So we've got our invoice, we've got our deposit paid, and we can print that or save it as per in the job interface. Okay, so that's quoting and invoicing without having to plan individual jobs, which is something that a number of people have asked for. And then finally at the bottom we've got the Google Drive at project level. Okay, so back to associated jobs then. As I say, at the moment you can see there are no jobs associated with this particular project. So you can either create new jobs, or if you've already got jobs in the system, then you need to go into your Jobs tab and find the jobs that you want to add. Let's go edit this one. At the bottom of the Job tab, you can see the project drop down. So save changes, close the tab, jump back to projects, and you'll now see that that job is associated with this project. If you want to jump to that job, you can click anywhere else in this row apart from the first column, and it'll take you to the Manage Job screen for that particular job. So here we are in Nottingham. Okay, so back to the project screen. I can create a new job from here. So if I go new job, that'll take me to the job creation pop-up. You'd obviously add the client in here, and that would, under normal circumstances, I guess, be the same client as it is for the overall project. select the location, the pilot, as you would for any other job. And we'll say it's solar panel inspection. Job description, as you would normally, Google Drive, and I'll say we're going to add it to project 1, save new job. When you close that window, it should now take you back to that project. We expand the associated jobs window, and we see that we've now got 2 jobs in there associated with this project. You can also create the job from the projects drop-down. So we're back in the projects view. There's a new job option in there. So this saves you going into the manage project. We're adding it to project 1, save new job, close that. And it takes us back to the project, so we can see we've now got 3 jobs associated with this project. Now in the jobs themselves, you've still got the option, you'd still plan them individually as you do now, but the financial section is still available, so you could in theory still quote or invoice on the individual job if you wanted to, but there is a warning now that appears if a job is part of a project. So just as a reminder, and to prevent you inadvertently, or hopefully prevent you inadvertently sending duplicate invoices or quotes, then there'll be a note there. If a job is part of a project, it will tell you, just as a reminder. Okay, so that about covers project. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.